Okay, let's take a look at our first goal of being able to identify if equations are perpendicular to each other. So the key ideas tell us that we can classify linear equations as being perpendicular to each other if they meet two conditions. Those two conditions is the slope values have to be opposite in sign and the slope values have to be reciprocals to each other. So we'll see that the strategies I'm modeling here are similar for parallel equations of identifying slope values, but we just need to verify which equations match these conditions to be perpendicular to each other. So looking at this first equation here, it is given in slope-intercept form. Y is equal to mx plus b. So the value of this slope is 4. I'm going to write that as 4 over 1. That's an equivalent representation that will help us when identifying perpendicular equations. Okay, now we have our second equation in this group, and we are looking at identifying its slope. This is in point slope form. That's the general form. So when we're looking to identify that slope value, we're seeing that this slope is equal to negative 4. And I'm going to write that as a fraction. Okay, now we look at the third equation in this group. This is given in standard form, and I'm going to look to identify its slope by quickly converting this to slope-intercept form. So I'm looking to isolate y by itself on one side of the equation. So I'm going to work by first subtracting an x from each side. That gives me a 0 pair. Now I have negative 4y is equal to negative x minus 12. And then lastly, to get y by itself, I'm going to go ahead and undo the multiplication here by dividing all terms by negative 4. That will keep my equation equivalent to the original. So now I have slope-intercept form. That's a 1, so I just have y. Now how I see this piece right here is this is equivalently the same as negative 1 over negative 4 times x. So we have this double negative, so this is the same as positive 1/4 x, and negative 12 divided by negative 4 is a positive 3. So now it's in slope-intercept form. I have my slope here, and I will just jot that down for when we go to compare these slopes. We have a slope of 1/4. And the last equation in our group, it's in point slope form again, so we have the slope right there, so we can quickly identify this equation's slope as 4/5. Okay, so what we're seeing here is when we are looking to verify if equations are perpendicular to each other, we need to know their slope values. Now that we have all of their slope values identified, let's compare them to see if any are perpendicular to each other. So when I'm looking at this one, to be perpendicular to the first slope of 4 over 1, I'd be looking for an equation that has a slope value perpendicular to that. So I'd be needing the opposite. This is a positive slope value above, so I'm going to need a negative slope value. The reciprocal has us flip this fraction, so I'd be looking for this. So I'm looking to see if any of these other equations have a slope of negative 1/4, and they do not. So now I'll look at this one. I'm looking for a slope value that would be perpendicular to the one above. It would have to be a positive because this is a negative, so opposite in sign. And then I would have to take the reciprocal. So I would be looking for a slope value of positive 1/4 to be perpendicular to this one. So we see over here, these two would be perpendicular. So one property of perpendicular slopes is if we looked at multiplying these two slopes, because they're opposites and reciprocals, the product of two perpendicular slopes would always equal -1. And looking at this last one, 4/5, that doesn't match up with any others as far as being perpendicular. So what we were looking to do, identify which of these equations are perpendicular to each other. So when we look at doing this, I would go ahead and I could say, okay, equation B is perpendicular with equation C. So lastly, a little graphical representation to understand what we are doing here. If I have the coordinate plane, all right, and I look to graph these two lines, this equation right here, I'll graph in white. So it would have a y-intercept of +3, and then its slope would go up 1 unit over 4. So we would have a second order pair. So we'd have a line that looks something, well, let me go one more direction, 2, 3, 4. So we would have a nice straight line like this, and then I'll do the equation perpendicular to that, which was this equation given up here. And we have that it has a point of -1, +3. So it would have a point right about here. And that slope, when we went to graph that line, we'd be looking at going down 4 units over 1. So we would have this line here, and at their point of intersection, we would get a 90-degree angle. So all of these are 90-degree angles. So those two equations are said to be perpendicular.